Hey everybody, this is John, and this is another Pokemon video, and I'm excited. We got a player named Blue. You could look at the teams there. We do have the classic Scar and Bliss combo on one team. The other team looks fairly offensive, so I'm hoping it'll be a good battle here. I could see what works here. It's going to be Blue versus Teresa. So sounds good. Let's do it. We got Darmanitan's going to be the lead of Teresa, and our player Blue, well, I'll just call him the near player, is going to lead with Entei. Entei, a Pokemon I really like. It's obviously shiny. It's a Japanese version. I don't know if this is the same as the GameStop version that was released. It does start off with quick what was that? Aura Sphere, and that does decent damage. Darmanitan, not a very bulky Pokemon, really can't afford to take any hits, especially off an Entei, but it doesn't have an air balloon, so this Earthquake is undoubtedly going to kill it, I should think. Yes, Darmanitan also, as weak as his defenses are, his attack more than makes up for it. He's just a powerhouse, even though he looks goofy as fuck. So, look at that nose, for instance. Why would anyone want that thing around them? Anyway, so he's going to come back with his Dragonite. It's the green, shiny version. Dragonite, it's going to be named Gleeok. So, I don't know, I like that name for some reason. Comes in with Skarmory, assuming that this is the physical variant. He has to watch out for Fire Blast. He has to watch out for Fire Punch. He's going to get Fire Punch here. This is going to do decent damage to Skarmory. It's not going to do enough, though. Skarmory's defenses are obscene. You see right there, it's super effective. Still, nothing doing. That's even through one Dragon Dance. Just shows how much Skarmory, the more it changes, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Out comes Infernape. This is not what Skarmory wanted to see on the end of that whirlwind, though. He has to get out now, because if he gets the Flamethrower, anything really, Flamethrower, Fire Blast, whatever the Infernape's carrying, it's going to do massive damage. He's got to get out of there. Vacuum Wave even would cause problems. Pretty much anything on the special side that hits neutral is going to cause problems to Skarmory. In comes Starmie off the bat, off the switch. He does get close combated. Skarmory might have been willing to take that close combat. I'm not sure, though. Maybe not. Anyways, his defenses are going to be down. I expect we're going to see Infernape get out of here now. He's not going to want to go head-to-head with this Infernape, especially with lower defenses. That close combat actually did decent damage, almost taking away half of Starmie's damage. It's got leftovers. It is shiny. The end is out of here. That is the end. If the end wins, and the Sorrow, I like this. We got themed, except for Gleeok. Doesn't really go with that. That's okay. The Sorrow. This is a Latios. I don't really know because of shiny. I think it's Latios. Anyways, it's going to go ahead and do whatever it just did. I wasn't even paying attention, to be honest, because I was too busy trying to figure out which one it fucking was. Chansey's going to come in, obviously knowing that either of these are both special sweepers. Chansey, with that Eviolite, is going to be extremely powerful. Here comes Draco Meteor. We'll see how much damage Chansey takes. We'll see just how powerful the new Chansey is with the Eviolite. Look at the health go down. And that's actually probably like 200 health. On Chansey, 200 health is nothing. So, that Eviolite makes it almost impossible. You have to trick. If you get an Eviolite Pokemon, you got to get a trick Pokemon, do some damage. So in comes Caesar. The other way to take out a Chansey is, of course, to just hit it with a physical move, especially with Brick Break, Superpower. Any of those will do. In comes Caesar, probably with Superpower or Brick Break. He does get paralyzed, which is going to cause problems. It means he's going to have to go. He's going to have to deal with being paralyzed half the time. In comes Skarmory. We're going to see the Scar and Bliss combo at work here. Scar and Bliss combo. If you don't know, and if you don't know, I don't know. If you don't know, I'll just tell you. Scar and Bliss combo works like this. Skarmory takes your physical attacks. Chansey takes your physical attacks. Chansey takes your special attacks, and you are unbeatable. It's not unbeatable anymore quite as much as it was, especially thanks to things like Psyshock, which works on the physical and even though it's based on a special attack. So you can have a special sweeper hitting on the physical side. It can be problematic for Chansey. Obviously, Skarmory doesn't want to go against any physical attack. He's going to go ahead and take this. I believe that was Superpower. Yes, it was. It was Superpower. It was super effective. It did a lot of damage, but you see Skarmory took it. Now that his attack is down, we'll see if he just go ahead and roost here. He's going to be faster thanks to that paralysis. I imagine we're going to see a roost here, considering he didn't switch. His switch would have came first if he had switched the Skarmory out. So there's the roost. He knows he would have been able to live, I guess, in the Superpower. I don't know, if I were that guy, well, he would have done roost first, so I take it back. He did the right move pulling out. No doubt about that. I almost misspoke fairly horrendously. Obviously, with the paralysis, he's going to go second no matter what, and that means the Roost is going to come in first, and he's going to be able to do whatever he wants. So in comes Breloom with Toxic. This is the joy of sex, sexing at Breloom's. So, we'll see what it's going to do here. He's got the Toxic heal up. He's all set up. I expect we're going to see the Spore, and we do see a Spore against Dragonite, another green Dragonite. you know, shiny Pokemon are a dime a dozen these days. So basically, if you can find somebody to clone them to yours, and there are many clone Pokemon out there, it wouldn't surprise me if you told me that this Dragonite that's shiny here is the same Dragonite that is probably in one of the earlier videos or something like that, or for any Pokemon. It wouldn't surprise me too much, because once these Pokemon get cloned, they get duplicated a number of times, they just become, everyone's got it, so, you know, that's how it works, basically, when you can do cloning and stuff like that. So, Bloom's gonna go behind the substitute. Oh, Sub Punch, of course. If you watch another video where Bloom, I talk about maybe doing a Sub Seed, obviously he's gonna Sub Punch. I don't know why I said that. So, Whirlwind, especially useful because it can get rid of substitutes. Roar can't do that, but Whirlwind can. It gets rid of substitute and Bloom, and out comes Latios again. Obviously, Skarmory again, not happy to see that. He took so much damage from the Focus Punch. Did live, though, which means he's going to be able to roost one day. So, Latios going to come in here and obviously switch out Bloom right into Chansey. Chansey going to take anything that Latios is going to throw at it. Latios can hit on the physical side, not very hard, but it can happen. Obviously, special attack's going to fall from there, and now Latios is completely useless against this Chansey. I expect we're going to see a soft build here. Chansey's going to go ahead and recuperate its health while it can. It knows that Latios had to switch out into Breloom. It's going to use soft boil. There it is. Soft boil comes out there, and Egg hatches, and for some reason, Egg, Chansey eating the youth of the Pokemon, just snapping them open, aborting them, and eating their fucking fetuses. That's pretty sickening. Okay, so Breloom's going to use Substitute here. Chansey's staying in for some reason. Maybe he's going to try and get a Thunder Wave or something. He's going to use Seismic Toss. Ooh, Seismic Toss. That's not a bad idea, actually, because this is going to kill off this Substitute. Breloom cannot get enough health to get to 404. Obviously, not even close. Excuse me. And so the Poison Heal is going to heal some here, but what this means is he can't set up with his Focus Punch. So what he's going to go ahead and do is he's going to go right into Seed Bombing. This is actually going to do pretty decent damage to Chansey. Obviously, with how much health he has, plus the EV-08, even his defenses are going to be decent. Breloom's going to take pretty considerable damage here. He's still 2 more Seismic Toss away from dying, and Chansey's going to have to do it at least once through the Soft Boil. So he expects to see another Seed Bomb here. He goes ahead and switches out to Shaman. Shaman easily can take the Seed Bomb, no problem whatsoever. Shaman, not a Pokemon I'm too familiar with since I don't have a legit one on my game, so I've never really looked at the movesets for it. But we'll see what we can do here. I know it's pretty bulky. It's base 100 and everything. It's basically a Pixie Pokemon. The Pixies, if you don't know, are Mew. We'll see if I can go through them all. Mew, Celebi, basically the ones that have base 100 stats and everything. Mew, Celebi, Jirachi, Manaphy, and Shaman. And now Victini's another one. So there you have it. Either way, I don't know what that was. Maybe hidden power or something. It doesn't really matter. It wasn't very effective. Latios more than willing to take it. He must have known it was coming. So switches to Latios, and then he switches right out with Latios. So he knows now probably something on the ice side is coming. I don't know what Shaman's packing here. We're going to find out. Infernape comes in. Obviously, he must have been anticipating an ice move. Otherwise, why switch Infernape in there? He switches in Chansey himself. Chansey, oh man, he does not want to take this. I guess he was hoping. I don't know if he forgot that Infernape used close combat earlier or what. We'll see if he can take this. That'd be pretty impressive if Chansey takes this close combat, and he doesn't. Chansey goes down, and that's crucial. I'd say that was definitely a mistake for the far player, leaving Chansey in there. He should have switched into something else. Don't know what he has. Obviously, he's got Skarmory. Skarmory can take that better than Chansey can, even though Skarmory might die to it too. His Skarmory is kind of low in health, about halfway, from what I remember. Starmie can't really take that. Skarmory, that's not very effective against Starmie, but probably still would kill him anyways. His defenses aren't especially high. So, in comes Latios. Starmie's going to use Scald, the water move of choice. Not very effective though. I'm not sure what. No, I know why. Okay, he's American type, yes. So, Starmie now going to use Ice Beam. Latios is burned now. So, Ice Beam, if it doesn't kill him, the burn will. The Ice Beam does its work. It does kill him off. That's pretty good. It's important to kill that Latios off, especially now that you've lost the Chansey. You really have nothing to soak in that Latios' hits. So, I mean, basically, if he doesn't kill that Latios there, he's in some deep shit, pretty much. And the other thing with the Skarmory combo is once you lose one of them, it becomes exceedingly difficult to take certain attacks, because Both of them takes attacks so well that they almost overcompensate for the rest of your team. So here comes Caesar's going to go and use U-turn here, and that's going to be super effective. Obviously a bug type move against the weak. The Grass Shaman, oh, it's super effective, and it kills him off. Was that a critical hit? Wow. Okay, so Caesar did a ton of damage there. Got a free scout, paralyzed. Maybe he was hoping that it would come up fully paralyzed. Shaman goes down. So and sees he gets a free switch in here. He has to move in first though, so that's obviously not what he wants. We're gonna see Dragonite come in. Caesar is gonna go ahead and come in, and Dragonite, strangely enough, roosted there. I'm not sure why exactly. I guess he just wants Skarmory to get back into the game. I don't know why else he would do that. Why not just Fire Punch? That might have been a misclick, is the only way I can explain that. I have to assume he picked the wrong move. He picked Roost instead of Fire Punch. He obviously meant to Fire Punch. I don't know why he would pick Roost. So, either way, he's going to get Whirlwind away. Skarmory doesn't want to really deal with taking Fire Punches all day and roosting them off. If he gets burned, he's in trouble. So he's going to go Whirlwind. In comes Infernape, who he doesn't want to fight with either. Infernape, a mixed sweeper. Mixed sweepers are really a problem. We saw that already with the Skarmory combo. He's going to use Grass Knot. Okay. The near player, I don't know what he's doing. He's just fucking around now. I think he knows that maybe he's got the battle in the bag. Though I would hardly say that. Especially now that he's taking it. I don't know what that was, Brave Bird or Steel Wing, whatever it was. Wing Attack, whatever. Now he's lost Infernape to Skarmory. Skarmory's actually doing damage of his own now. Not very often you're going to see that. Skarmory mostly going to be used for setting up spikes and then whirlwinding around his Roost. That's definitely where you're most often going to see Skarmory, but he's going to Roost here against the Caesar, and I would say the near player had a fairly big advantage when he kills that Chansey. And now he's basically pissed it away. I'd definitely say he pissed it away. He's made a couple of huge mistakes here. He's going to get superpowered here. We saw how much damage that did last time. We'll see if he just go ahead and stays in and superpowers his way again, even though the Skarmory's definitely going to roost here if he doesn't whirlwind this thing away, which he might. Oh, well, he already went, so I don't know why I said that. Anyways, that's right, he did already go. So he's going to roost here, where I expect we're going to see another superpower. It's not going to do nearly as much damage. It's definitely not going to kill Skarmory. So Skarmory's kind of ugly now that I look at him. He's kind of an ugly thing. And I wish he had a pre-evolution for him. It would make him interesting. With that, with an Eviolite, like Chansey, but better. So I'm going to drink it. Alright, and so what we're seeing here is he's going to superpower. It brought him back down to where he was. Unfortunately, now he can't really do anything. He's not going to do any damage to him. There's a chance he comes up fully paralyzed, and then Skarmory's going to be back at full health, and he's going to be in trouble. So out comes Caesar. He's not going to mess around. He doesn't want to lose his Caesar by accident or on purpose, like he wanted to lose his Infernape. I wonder if that wasn't two misclicks that close together, and pretty crucial ones at that. So Skarmory's going to go ahead and roost here while he's got the chance, and that's not a bad move because you know a Fire Punch is coming. Fire Punch at that low health would have killed Skarmory. Skarmory's health actually isn't that high. His health pool is not that high. It's probably one of his few weaknesses, obviously other than his weaknesses that are known, which is to say a special defense. So, and his speed is pretty low as well, and he's got a weird Dream Wheel ability. It's that break armor, which means he gets a speed boost every time someone hits him. I think he gets an attack boost as well, but not very good on Skarmory. His attack's not very high. His speed's extremely low. He's going to need more than one speed boost to be any good. So, Gleeok, who earlier I called Gleeorc, which might be even better than Gleeok. I don't know what the name's about. He's going to go ahead and Fire Punch Skarmory here. You can see it's not doing enough damage to where Skarmory can always just roost it away. The only problem is he is going to start getting low on PP for roost if he just keeps doing this. So, in comes Breloom, whom Skarmory doesn't mind seeing at all because even though he doesn't want to take a Focus Punch, he also doesn't mind taking a Seed Bomb. So we'll see what he does here. I expect we'll go ahead and see a substitute here because he assumes the Skarmory's going to roost, and he's right. So, in comes the substitute. Oh, he Dual Pecked instead. Okay, so that is also what we saw against the Infernape that killed it. It wasn't Wing Attack. That was my mistake. And so, we're going to see the substitute's going to die here. Skarmory going to go ahead and attack here. The Poison Heal is going to heal up Breloom, though, and Breloom can't take that Drill Peck, though, straight on. It's going to kill him off. So, it's going to be 4 times super effective. So, going to go ahead and substitute here again. Can't really blame him. he's going to hope that it's not a drill peck, but there's no reason for the Skarmory to switch off the drill peck because he knows Bloom's really in kind of a precarious position right now. If he uses anything but substitute, he's going to die, and the only way he's going to win is by using something other than substitute. So, he's going to have to pull out Breloom, I think, and put back in Dragonite, I expect. He doesn't have too much else to hand. He can put in Scizor and Superpower. Unfortunately, if he does that, then Skarmory's going to roost. So, that Thunder Wave by Chansey, it happened really early in the game, and it's pretty important now. If that's not going on, this Skarmory's long dead. That's really all there is to it. The Skarmory is causing some serious problems, though, thanks to that Thunder Wave. And obviously, it doesn't mind taking these Fire Punches. It's going to get Fire Punched here, but it's not going to die. Oh, he's going to pull it out instead. He says, alright, I'm all done. With that, I guess he's not fucking around with that. I would leave it in there just to see how long he can go. Anyway, so he knows a Fire Punch is coming, though, so he switches in Starmie. So it's still the right decision because he gets a free switch here. Starmie's not going to take any damage from a Fire Punch off a Dragonite. Doesn't mind doing that at all. And if he can get an Ice Beam in here, that's the end of a Dragonite. So we'll see what happens. I expect he's going to pull back the Dragonite. He'd be stupid to leave it in. I expect we're going to switch into Scizor here, who can take the Ice Beam pretty easily. So there we go. Yep. In comes Scizor. He's expecting an Ice Beam. If he scalds here, he might be in trouble. So we'll see if he predicted. No, he just went ahead and said, if you leave this Dragonite in, I'm going to kill you. Basically wanted to make sure that that he got the eggs in hand, as it were. Is that it? Like, eggs in hand are worth more than one in the hand's worth two in the bush or whatever. So, either way, he does what he needs to. That's often my strategy, is to say, well, I'm just going to attack what you have out because I don't want to play the prediction game too much. Because if I over-predict myself and you leave him in, then I'll be in trouble. So, Starmie does go down, though, to Scizor in any case. The Dragonite comes out. He is still asleep from the Spore. That happened very early on. We'll see what he does here. I expect we're going to see him set up with the substitute. Hope the Scizor doesn't wake up in time. Obviously, if he wakes up on this first turn, the second turn, he's going to be in trouble. If he doesn't wake up on this second turn, then he's going to be in trouble, because then the Breloom's going to be in a pretty good position where he can just go ahead and Focus Punch away, do whatever he needs to, and he's going to be able to recover a lot of health here. And it's going to also cause problems for that Skarmory, so we'll see what he does here. He's going to Focus Punch here, obviously. There's not much doubt about that. It's going to get away no matter what happens here. But Dragonite stays asleep, and so here comes the Focus Punch. We'll see how much damage it does. It shouldn't be very effective, but it's still going to do a lot of damage. Ooh. Oh, that did a lot of, I should say not a lot of, it did a very little damage. I don't know why I said a lot of it all. He's going to get another one in here. Dragonite is going to finally wake up. We'll see what he uses here. Fire Punch, and we'll find out if this is the multi-skill. Maybe that's why he took such little damage from that. Obviously, it wasn't very effective. Dragonite, fairly bulky Pokemon, though. So we'll see what happens here. Breloom's going to go ahead and Focus Punch. He's going to get this one off, and we'll find out what the deal is with this. So is Dragonite just that bulky, or was he multi-scale? It looks like he was multi-scale. It doesn't really matter, though, because it still didn't kill him off. Didn't kill him off, and he can't take a Fire Punch, which is what you assume is coming again. We'll see what he does have that can take a Fire Punch. He's going to move in his own Dragonite here. Dragonite can easily take a Fire Punch. Oh, and he correctly predicted and gets an Outrage off. Ooh, this is so much trouble. It's probably going to kill off this Dragonite, I would expect. The problem is Scizor can come in and take this. So, while that was a good prediction, it's going to cost him this Dragonite, because Scizor is going to come in here. Well, he is paralyzed, but Bullet Punch is still going to have priority, I do believe. So, actually, it doesn't matter. So, yeah, and he gets to if he had been paralyzed there, he might have been in trouble. He doesn't want to take that in any case. It's going to do a lot of damage. It's not going to kill Scizor, but it's going to do a lot of damage, and then he has to do it again and just hope to win. So, in comes Darmanitan, who is a Pokemon we haven't seen since the very, very beginning. He was the lead, and he hadn't done very much in a long time, but here he is again. He's going to get Bullet Punch, though. Ooh, it didn't kill him. He's not very effective. He is Fire type, so the Flare Blitz is going to come here. It's going to kill off Scizor, no doubt about that. Darmanitan is not one to fuck around with his Flare Blitzes, so here we go. And I believe that's going to kill him off as well. And I believe that's going to leave us with a Skarmory versus Breloom matchup at the end here. And depending on how much health Skarmory has, if Skarmory has enough health to survive a Seed Bomb, really, because he's not going to be able to Focus Punch off, because he's just going to Drill Peck, and that's obviously our decision. So I expect we're just going to see a Seed Bomb here. I don't see how he can win unless there's a... Oh, I guess he GG'd. Okay. God damn it, people. Alright, well, first of all, I get that you're not going to win at that point. Like, everyone understands that. And obviously you understand it too if you're quitting. Just don't quit, okay? That's all I'm asking, is that you don't quit so that we get to see, blue was defeated or whatever. And it's not a big deal if you lose once in a while, okay? You played it wrong. You let your Infernape die. He did. He let his Infernape die by trying to close combat it. And that was his own fault. So, you know what? You earned that loss, buddy. I'm not too upset about that. That was obviously a good game. They were playing, I don't know if they were playing online or... actually, I guess you can't play co-op single, no restrictions without playing with the person right next to you. So, obviously, they probably were good friends. That was a good battle, actually, and I enjoyed watching that. Besides the mistakes, the obvious mistakes, like the roosting Dragonite at full health. I'm not sure what that was about. And also the Infernape going ahead and using whatever the hell it used. What did it use? Close combat or something against the staying in against the Skarmory, really. Both mistakes. So, but using Grass Knot against the Skarmory is what it was. Nobody's perfect though, so we'll assume those were misclicks. And that's the only way we can think of them. And they turned the battle completely. So we'll assume they were misclicks that were so costly that you costed the battle. And that's definitely why he lost, I think. He should have won that one pretty handily, especially after the chance he dies. He's in a good position, and he kind of just throws it away in the next 2 turns. So it's too bad for Blue. He did put up a worthy fight, though, regardless of that. And it was fun to watch. I got a couple more here. I'm doing a bunch of them. I got my water now, so I'm ready to go. Thanks for watching. Bye.